everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to be doing a really fun tutorial and it's super easy. We're going to be making a mini album and you can turn this into a journal or a brag book, whatever you want. I'm going to be using some beautiful cactus theme paper that I had in my stash, but this is the perfect project for single-sided paper because we're going to be gluing it down and so you'll only see one side. The paper I'm using happens to be double-sided, but it's just because my sisters and I are going to be going on a girls trip to Scottsdale and later in the summer, and so I wanted to make a cute little album for our pictures, and so I'm excited to share with you the album that I'm going to be making for that. After you see how easy this is, you're going to want to make like a million of these because they're so easy and it's a great way to use up that paper, especially the single-sided paper that you've been wanting to use up, because these panels are all cut down to 4x6. So it's the perfect project to like kill a paper pad, multiple paper pads. You can make a bunch of Christmas ones for Christmas. So I've made similar albums to this on my channel before, but this is a little different. So I'm going to show you how to do it. It's so easy. Let's go ahead and get started. So first I'll go over simply what you're going to need to make the actual album itself. So you're going to need, we're going to cut this down, but you'll need 3 pieces of cardstock, but we're going to be cutting this down, so you're going to need 3 pieces of 8.5 by 11. I'm using craft color, but you can use any color you want. Just make sure it's a little sturdy and not like paper thin. And then you'll need 12 pieces of scrapbook paper that measure 4x6. So these can be single-sided, and that's probably better because you're going to be gluing one side down, so you don't want to waste a double-sided paper, but of course I said mine's double-sided, but whatever paper you have will work. Just make sure you cut it down to 4x6, and again you're going to need 12 of these. So for all 3 of these pieces, you're going to cut these down to 8.5 by 6.25. So as you know, this is already 8.5 wide this way, so that's going to stay intact, and then you're just going to cut the 11-inch side down to 6.25. So save this scrap because we're going to need it in a second, but now we have a piece that measures 8.5 by 6.25, and you're going to do that to all 3 of your sheets. And then you're going to need 2 pieces that measure 1 inch by 6.25. So I'm going to cut this down to 6.25, this scrap piece, and then cut 2 pieces at 1 inch. So now we have our 2 pieces that measure 1 by 6.25. Next thing we're going to do is some scoring. Now if you don't have a scoreboard, you do not need one because we are basically going to be just scoring all of these in half. So you can just fold them in half. For these little pieces you can use a ruler and a bone folder. It's going to be so easy. But I'm going to go ahead and use it since I have it. And I'm going to stick this piece in on the 8.5 inch side. And I'm going to score right down the middle at 4.25. So that's why I like to use the sturdier cardstock, because that way you don't risk ripping it when you're scoring. So I just scored that right down the middle at 4.25. And we're going to do the same thing for all 3 pieces. So we've gotten those done, and now we have these 2 pieces that measure 1 inch by 6.25. Stick this in on the 1 inch side and just score right down the middle at 1/2 inch. Okay, so I've got all of our pieces laid out next to each other, and this is how we're going to line up the album. So I don't want to fold on the score lines just yet. What we're going to do first is take our little 1 inch pieces and fold those down the middle on the score line. Do both of them. So you're going to fold those so they're ready to go. And what these are going to be, they're going to act as hinges to hinge this together. So it's going to be like one long piece, and they're all going to have folds due to these hinges. So stick those aside for just a second, and you're gonna take out some Scor tape. This is a 1/4 inch double-sided sticky tape. So I'm sure everybody has like a version of this. You don't have to use the Scor Tape brand. This just happens to be my absolute favorite adhesive ever because it's so strong. And this is gonna basically hold our album together. So if you don't have this, you can use like the red line tape. You can even use wet glue if you have it. You can use like a tape runner, but just kind of keep that 1/4 inch in mind because that's how we're gonna get these to be so seamless. So the first thing I do is just take a strip of this Scor tape, and so this is what I find to be the easiest and simplest way to connect these hinges. So a lot of trial and error, and this is what I came up with. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this Scor tape right to the edge of that first piece of cardstock, right on the right side. So see how these are like kind of next to each other? And then I'm gonna do the same thing for this edge here, the left side of the next panel. So right at the edge, I'm gonna place down the Scor tape. Always when I use Scor tape, I just press it down with my bone folder so it stays on there. Now we're gonna just release that Scor tape so the glue is exposed. So go ahead and release it on both sides. Each panel of the hinge is a 1/2 inch because this is a full inch hinge. So with that fold being on the right, we're gonna place this panel, the left panel of the hinge, right over that glue. So you're gonna lay the edge of this panel right lined up with that 1/4 inch glue that we just laid down. So there's gonna be a 1/4 inch hanging off the side, if that makes sense. You're gonna lay this edge right at the edge of the glue. And that's also how you can get the top and the bottom perfectly straight. Just lay this edge on that inside edge of the glue and then just lay it down like that. And I like to take my bone folder and just burnish it down a little. And then you can see when we fold that hinge, that fold is about a 1/4 inch away from the edge of the paper. So there's the first side of our hinge, and then you're gonna take the other piece that you laid the glue and do the same thing. You're gonna lay this edge right at the inside edge of that glue. So if you line it up at the top and the bottom, right at the edge of that glue, everything should be pretty straight. Okay, so I got that panel down. And then as you can see, the back is very seamless and it has a nice clean fold. So we're gonna do the exact same thing for this edge and this edge with this hinge. So now we have this as one big piece because of those hinges that we added. And now all you're gonna do is you're gonna fold this up like an accordion. So just remember that this first left page is gonna be your cover. So as you know, we scored down the middle of all these pieces of cardstock. So we're just gonna fold this up like a traditional accordion fold. So again, this first panel right here is gonna be the cover. So you wanna make sure to fold that over like this, so that way it opens like a book, like this. So if that one's folded over, and you can take help from your bone folder, then this next fold is gonna be folded back, and that's one of the hinge folds. So you might need your bone folder. And then the next one is over and in like this. And the next one's back. And then the last one is in like this. Now here is your little book and here's the cover. Here's what it looks like. We have it all ready to cover with paper. So it just opens like this and each page folds over like a book and then it continues this way. And then we're back to the front. So now all we have to do is the fun part, which is cover all this with paper. So I designed this so that way you could put each panel down and you have a little border around each one. So first thing I like to do is pick my cover. I want to pick a more subtle cover because I know I'm going to be decorating it. So I think I'm going to pick this stripe piece to be the cover. So I'm just going to use my double-sided roller adhesive here. And you can use any glue for this. You can use wet glue, your ATG gun, more Scor tape, whatever you want. I'm just using this Scotch extra strength tape runner and I love it. So I'm just gonna take this, so I just laid it out like this so I could make sure it's really straight. And again, this allows for just a little even border all the way around the scrapbook paper. So there's my cover. I'm gonna be decorating that with some embellishments. But isn't that so pretty? So now I'm gonna turn this over, and again, here's the cover. Get that out of the way. And then I'm just gonna take the rest of these and I'm gonna cover each panel. How fun. This is so addicting. I love cutting down paper and mass produce type of things. So I'm just gonna go in order and cover all these pages. And so I'll show you, I'm gonna do the front inside cover. And we got a good start here. So I'm gonna go on and just finish gluing all these down. And again, I recommend using your single-sided paper for this. If you have a bunch that you've been wanting to use up, just make a bunch of these album bases and cut your paper down and just make a bunch of these cute little brag books. You can make them like fall themed, or if you have gifts that you want to give for Christmas, you can make a bunch of these for family and put pictures in them. How cute would that be? Like a handmade, cute, easy album with a bunch of pictures in them. So here's this next piece. And it's nice to do them all in a row like this because then you can line them up and make sure that the panels are straight. So here we go. I think I'll do this one next. That is so pretty. Can you imagine making like a bunch of Christmas ones? So I live in Arizona and there's cactuses all around us. So this is like the perfect album for me. And this is also a great album for any summer pictures you have. And again, I'm gonna be offering kits at the end of the video. So please stay tuned for that because they're gonna be available in my Etsy shop and the link is below. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and finish covering all the panels and I'll be right back to show you what the next step is. Okay, so I wanted to come back on and show you that I've covered almost all of the panels. So here it is so far. It goes like this. So here we are so far, covered all these panels. And then this is gonna be the back cover, so I left that blank because I wanna show you what I'm gonna do. And it continues like this, and then we're back at the front. So this is the back cover, and I wanted to show you what I'm gonna do before I put down my back cover like this. So I have this cute cactus ribbon, and I know all these don't exactly match it, but I think the eclectic look is really cute. So I'm gonna take this ribbon, and it's better to cut more than you need than less, because once you glue this down, you can't really like rip that back up and add more ribbon. So what I'm gonna do to be safe, so 24 inches is plenty on this. Okay, so let's go back to our back cover. I'm gonna open it so it's flat. And then I'm just gonna take some, I ran out of my scotch, so I'm using the scrapbook.com one. This is okay for like putting panels down, but I wouldn't use this brand to like hold your album together. But for just gluing paper down, I think you're fine with this. And so I do like it for that. I'm gonna just place this, eyeball the middle, and just place a strip or two of glue right down the center, just to kind of hold that ribbon down. So again, I have eyeballed the middle here. And I'm just gonna place that down just like that, just to kind of hold it in place. And then I'm gonna take my back panel and I'm gonna cover this pretty generously with the glue. And I'm gonna do a little more on this than I would on the other panels, just because it's gonna be holding that ribbon down too. So I really wanna get the edges good. And then I'm just gonna place this right over the ribbon. So definitely take your bone folder on this one and just like burnish it really well. Press it down right where the ribbon is too. Don't rip the paper though. Okay, so now that we have that on there, right, so let's go to the front of the album. Okay, so I've turned this to the front cover right here. This is how it would be closed up. So you would do it like an accordion fold, of course, like we had it. Just like this, and then here's the back cover. So how you would close it is just tie this into a cute bow. I would actually use seam binding here, but in the kit, I'm including some really pretty ribbons. And so I wanted to show you how you could do it with ribbon. It's so cute. Oh my goodness. And it just closes up, and then see how it doesn't show on the back. So when you open it and when you're kind of looking through it, what you can do is turn this around and then just tie this in a bow back here to kind of get it out of your way when you're looking through the album. So this isn't the same ribbon that comes in all the kits. It's going to be different per kit. But then you can kind of look through the album like a book. Like that. There's the back cover. And then it continues on this way. And here's the front. So I think it would be so fun to decorate this with pockets. So that's what I'm gonna do here. So I have all these fun like cut aparts, and a lot of these are included in the kit that I'm offering. And we can use these to decorate the pages or make little pockets or something. And there's so many different elements that come in the kit that you can use to decorate. But first I wanna choose what's gonna go on my front cover. Okay, so I just kept the cover really simple. I'll give you a close-up. So I just backed this really beautiful cut apart on some craft paper, and then I cut out this little banner, and that'll be my cover. So let me show you how we're gonna be decorating the inside. It's gonna be so fun. You can be really creative with this. So you can take whatever you have. Of course, you know I loved this little piece here. I was gonna stick this like right here because it's like the perfect size, and just glue the 3 sides and make it into a pocket. So this is 4 inches wide. I'm gonna go ahead and glue the 3 sides and leave the top open for a pocket. So you can really play around with all of your paper, whatever you have in your stash. And again, the kit comes with all kinds of fun stuff you can make multiple things with. But I like this little die cut, and so I'm going to use it as a pocket right here. So you can tuck in more pictures in here, or like a tag and do some journaling on it. you could put your embellishments in there. The kit comes with a ton of embellishments. So I thought I'd just leave this kind of blank for a picture right here. And then there's our pocket. I'll show you how that. So there's a cute pocket that we made. And then I'll turn to the next page, and you can always go back to pages and add more stuff. And I figured I'll leave this blank again for a photo, and I'll do another pocket on this like subtle page right here. So there's another pocket. And then this is adorable for a picture. And then I think on this page, I'm gonna do something else. So this one is a sticker, and it's a die cut, and it's really sturdy. But what I think I'm gonna do with this one is put a journaling spot on here. Little journaling spot right there. And then I'm gonna add some extra adhesive to this because the sticker, it's sticky, but it's not like permanent. So I just wanna make sure it's permanent. So I'm gonna add some extra adhesive. And then I'm gonna stick that like a little bit onto the journaling spot. I think that is so cute. And then you can like journal the date right here and put the picture over here and have this cute little decorative cactus right here. Oh, I love how that looks. So then we're on to the back cover, and then open up to here, and you can just continue on decorating. My album, and I'll do a full flip through now. You can decorate yours however you want, but here is our ribbon closure, and here's my cute cover. Then you open up, and I would imagine like a nice picture right here. And again, I'm going to use this for the trip that my sisters and I take to Scottsdale for our annual girls trip. Over here, I just put a bunch of goodies in the pocket, like some journaling cards and a nice die cut, so I can decorate more after I add pictures. And I love that pocket, it's so beautiful. And then you flip this way, and there's another nice area for a picture here, and I put some more goodies in the pocket. You can fit a lot more stuff in these pockets, but I just had these cute little die cuts on hand. And then another area for a photo there. And then I made a cute little journaling spot right here. I love these so much. There are so many beautiful die cuts in this kit. And here's the back cover, and I did go ahead and add that Polaroid piece to the back. And then the album opens this way. So here's another cute little journaling spot with a die cut. And another beautiful page for a photo. And here's this little layout here, and I made this fold out. So this could have two little cute pictures in there, or journaling with a black marker. And there we are, back to the front. Okay, so isn't that so easy? You guys could totally make a bunch of these, mass produced for family, gifts, for your craft fair, stocking stuffers for Christmas, anything, and you can use any paper. So I'm going to change my camera battery real quick, and then I'll be back to show you the kit that I'm offering in my Etsy shop. We made a bunch of these kits, so if you're interested, there's a link below to my Etsy shop, and I have a bunch of these kits available. So you can get the kit and then come back to this video for the tutorial on how to make your own. So let me quickly show you what's in the kit. You're going to get your base pages of some sturdy craft cardstock to make the base of your album. So here's the 3 pieces here, and then the 2 1-inch pieces. And it comes with a bunch of paper, so I already cut down the panels to the size that you need. So the paper will vary per kit, but they're all from the same paper collections, so they're all going to be very similar. And also these journal cards and embellishments that I cut and pocket pages are going to be a little bit different as well. So for this one, you get these 2 pocket pages to make your pockets. And then some cute journaling cards, and they are double-sided. Here's another beautiful journal card. And then here's the journaling spot. You can cut apart or just leave it like this. And then you get 13 of the 4x6 panels, just in case like you mess one up or you need one to cut down. So they're all double-sided. So this one has these designs. They're all going to be very similar to this because, again, they're all cut from the same collections. You do get 13 of those. So in this cute little goodie bag right here, let me just show you what's in here. So these are also going to vary per kit, but you get a whole spool of ribbon, and it's going to be some kind of cactus ribbon. So that one is this design. Each kit comes with a roll of washi tape. So this one here happens to come with this wide one, and it's so pretty with all the succulents and flowers on it. And then each kit comes with 2 of these fine tip cactus pens. And then there's this goodie bag that's full of stuff. So each kit comes with one of these. So there are so many things that I didn't even use in the video that you're going to get in this kit. You'll get a cute little cactus memo pad. You can use these for journal spots or just have this like in your purse. And then you get a sheet of succulent stickers, some larger die cuts, and journal cards. So I just threw a bunch of ephemera in here. And so you get a bunch of these fun cactus die cuts. Look at this beautiful one. I love this so much. It's so whimsical. And then I'm including some Prima journal cards in here, and they're double-sided, and they're so adorable. Perfect for summer, or really for anything. So these designs will vary as well. And then you get a bunch of like cactus and succulent little ephemera pieces. So these are like pieces of a memo pad, a bunch of sheets of those. You get a sheet of stickers with a cactus theme. And this is like one of my favorite parts of the kit. This is like a big journaling card. And look how beautiful that is. It's like a pink hue to it. And it's like watercolor style, and it's white on the other side. So you can save these for something else or use them in the album somehow. And they each come with their own envelope, and it's also cactus theme. Isn't that beautiful? And there's the other side. So those are like big postcards. And then you get a bunch of these different notes, a bunch of sheets of each of them. So here's all the designs of those. And then that one. And then you also get this package of ephemera. So this is one of my favorite parts of the kit. We made our own ephemera packs, and we lined it and everything. And you get a bunch of goodies in here. So you get a bunch of these like cute succulent stickers and a little eraser. And some more of these stickers here. And a ton of die cuts. You get all these different die cuts, some from Prima. I ordered some from Pretty Little Studio. There's just so many in here, and just to let you know, these like kind of cardstock ones, they're adhesive, so they do stick. Isn't that one so pretty? And then here's some Prima ones. Aren't these so adorable? So again, they're gonna vary per kit, but these are super cute. And then I added some fun little stickers in there and little ephemera pieces. So that's the gorgeous kit. If you want one of these, click on the link below. And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this album. Go and mass produce a bunch of these for your craft fair. Do whatever you want, make it your own. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. And I will see you very soon for my first Christmas in July video. Thanks again, everyone. Bye.